right. Hey guys, welcome to our class. What's new in CompanyCam? My name is Sarah. I'm going to be taking you through this 30-minute demo of some new features. We also have quite a few CSMs also in the room. So we all work with customers here and excited to share what's new in CompanyCam. If you have questions along the way, please ask them. We have a Q&A located at the bottom of your screen. So our CSMs can get back to you there. We might even answer a few live on this demo. And last, we will be sending this out. So if you have people who couldn't make it, not a problem. It will be in your inbox within 24 hours. So let's go over an agenda. There we go. So we're going to talk about CompanyCam signatures. This is new to CompanyCam as of a couple months ago. Some of you probably already have this going, a really easy way to collect signatures all within CompanyCam. We're going to talk about project templates and how you can create a project and bring in checklists and reports at the creation of a project, which is really cool, very streamlined. We're going to talk about assigning users to a project and checklists so they know what project they're working on and what checklist they should go through. Collaborating. We changed a few things there, so going to give you some updates. And then, of course, our deep links. So being able to open up CompanyCam through a link right onto the mobile device. So alrighty here. So the screen you're looking at, I've got my phone on the left-hand side here, logged into CompanyCam through the app. And right here, I'm just at companycam.com, logged in, and I'm into a project called roof damage. So let's talk about our signatures. So this is an add-on feature to CompanyCam. So whether you are a pro or you are a premium, you can have signatures. It's a month-to-month add-on, and it is $49 flat per company. So this isn't per user. It's going to be per company per month and unlimited documents that you can send. So how this works, in the project, you're going to go to your Documents tab. You will hit Add Document. You can also scan this in from your phone. And from here, you can click and it will go to your files or to your downloads, or you can drag and drop that document right into this area. One thing I'll point out, you can restrict access. So not everybody can see this document. It could be managers and admins, or of course you can have everyone. So go ahead and select that access, upload that document. Step 2, once that's uploaded, I'm just going to go ahead and click into that contract, that liability form, whatever it might be. And then your request signatures is going to be up here in the top right corner. So go ahead and click that blue button. It's going to say connecting to Dropbox Sign. So that's who we're powered through, also known formerly as Hello Sign. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the name of the signer. I'm just going to send this to myself. Email address. You can add another signer if needed. Go ahead and hit next. You'll see in the top right corner, this is going to kind of show you where you're at within this requesting of signatures. So we're going to place the fields now. So over here for this signer, I'm going to be placing fields for the signer. You can also, if you just click on that little button there, switch it to yourself. So if you want to add your own signature, if you want to fill out the document like with a text box, you have that ability just by flipping back and forth here. So I'm going to go back to the signer and I'm just going to click on signature, drag and drop it to where I want within the document. You'll notice we also have initials, date signed, full name, email. We give you quite a few options here. And all you do is just, click and drag it into the document. If you change your mind, you don't want that there, we do have that delete button. It's just going to be located right here. So just make sure it's selected. Go ahead and hit that trash button and it went away. Pretty simple to use, especially if you guys are familiar with any sort of signing software. The last step I would recommend, you can click documents here, especially if you have multiple pages and you can easily view where you have your fields placed. Give it a quick overview before you hit next to send for signature. So everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and hit next in the bottom right corner. And this is the final step. We're going to review and send. So you'll see I have my signer here. I can CC someone if I would like. It's going to go in an email. So this is going to be your subject line. and maybe leave a message, thank you, with your name. I'm going to hit send for signature. Okay. And then from here, it's going to say that it was sent out. It's also going to give you a status here shortly. It will say pending signature. So you always know the status of the signature. Even from the mobile device, you can pop into that project, into the documents, and you'll see that it says signature pending. So I'm going to go over to my email here, refresh. There we go. It came through. It will say the name who is requesting the signature. Click review and sign. One thing I will share, it will send a reminder to your signer every single day, which is nice if they haven't signed this or maybe they missed it. And you also get emails on when they signed it, things like that. So really great way to stay in communication with each other. So just ignore this about it's not legally binding. Once they sign it, it will be, and this will pop up again. So just hit OK. And then you'll hit this get started button and it will say click to sign. If they are signing for the first time, your customer, they will just sign their name. They can also type it in or upload a picture of their signature. Hit insert. It will let you know that you've completed all the fields. Go ahead and hit continue. And here's that legally bound agreement right here. So they'll hit I agree and they are all done. It will say thanks for submitting. And then the best part is this signed document will now come right back into CompanyCam in that project under the documents. So this will switch here soon to signature complete and you will have your signed document. If you guys would like to try this out, we are offering this month 14-day free trials for our signatures. So we are going to drop that sign up form in the chat, I believe. And it's just going to ask for your email and then, of course, your company name or your name, and then connect you with me or one of your CSMs. And we can get you set up on a 14-day free trial, see if it's a good fit for you, try it out, get people trained, and then proceed forward from there. If you're ready to sign up right now, really easy to do, just go to your billing page and you'll see an add-on button. Just go ahead and click add signatures and you will be live and able to send them immediately. Any questions about our signatures?
Brooks did have a question just about the mobile capability of signatures.
Sure.
Right now.
Yeah, great question. So at the end of this demo, we're actually going to talk about things that are coming soon. So that was a part of that. But I talked with our product team yesterday and they said a safe timeline would be about mid-summer, mid to late summer that will be available. Oh, I'll repeat the question. I'm sorry. So for mobile signatures, this will be coming about mid to late summer. I've seen the prototype. It's really cool. So everything with signatures is desktop currently. Mobile signatures, mid to late summer, you'll be one of the first to know. We'll send so many emails. So great question. And as you see here on my screen, the notification came through that signature or that document has been signed. So again, really great way to stay in communication. Moving on, we're going to talk about project templates. So this is new as of just a couple weeks, and a project template allows you to, when you create that project, it's going to be faster for you because you can bring in checklist templates and report templates. So those come in automatically at the creation of your project. This is available on our premium tier. So if you are a pro user, you might see a little lightning bolt next to project templates. That means you don't have access to them. We also offer trials for premium and can get you in contact with the right person. So I'll show you how this works. It's pretty cool. Up here, my user icon, I'm going to click on my profile picture, go down to my templates. So we call this the template manager. And what you see here, these are my checklists. So I'm able to save all my checklists as a template as a premium user. So these are my checklists. I can manage them, even create a new one. Along with my reports, it will be the same thing. It's just going to save that backbone structure. And then the best part is the project. So these are all of my project templates that I have saved. And so to create one of those, you'll hit create project template, give it a name. You can also give it a description like use for every job. So if you kind of are using the same checklist every time you go to a job, like a walkthrough, initial inspection, this is going to be so great for you and save you a lot of time. So you can hit add checklists. You'll see I already have some here. You can also create one. Let's do initial walkthrough. Go ahead and move this up, hit add template. Same with my report. I'm always going to use like my general daily report on every job I do. So I'm going to go ahead and add that one. This is automatically going to save for you. It will tell you right here, changes have been saved. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit back and it will save within my template manager. So now how does it work? I will show you. So hit create new project. This will also be on mobile as well. I'm just going to place a pin down here in downtown Lincoln. There's project. Okay. And right down here, you can see is where I can add my project template. So use project template. It's going to take me back to that template manager where I can hit general project template, create project. And you'll see I have one report that pulled in and the 2 checklists. So I can quickly get started with that report, fill it out, add my photos, and my guys know exactly what to do with the initial walkthrough and inspection checklist. Adding to this, of course, you can bring in checklist templates right on the project side along with your reports. You can just hit create checklist, use existing template. And this will also take you to our community checklist. So we asked our partners to share what they were using. So you don't have to go and recreate the wheel every single time. So you see a lot of those here with like our Breakthrough Academy partner, Claim Juicer. All of these are going to be available to our premium users. So you can use their checklists and also pull that into the project. Of course, you can make edits and resave it to your template manager as well, which is fantastic and highly recommend that you do that. So again, with our project templates available on mobile and desktop and able to bring in those checklists and reports. Any questions? Okay, great.
Oh, Steve just asked if there's a way to pull a checklist into a report.
Great question. So Steve asked if you can pull a checklist into a report. So these are going to be 2 separate things. You can export this checklist as a PDF if you would like, and maybe take a picture of it and bring it into your report, but they will remain separate, but you can export both into a PDF format and send to a customer if needed. One thing with our checklist, I get this question quite often actually, and just to make sure you know, or that it is known that you can attach photos to these checklists. Here with add photo or even on the mobile side, you can take a picture. So you can have that text there and the photos, which is similar to a report. It's going to be smaller, but it is a way to achieve photos and text within our checklist. All righty. So assigning users to a project. Let's get back into our project here. So by assigning a user, you're drawing a notification for them so they know really what project they need to work on. So whether it's an admin, manager, standard or restricted, it's always great to do. And then as for admins, you can quickly look here to see what users are on this project and who's working on it. And the second thing, it will also add this project to your feed if you have been assigned to this project. So we just did a few updates there with our assigned users. So as a reminder, it's going to be right here. You'll see we've got a list of people. So the people who are listed, but it doesn't say assigned, that just means they've worked on it. Whereas Kyle and Nick were actually assigned to the project and were notified, in CompanyCam, this is the project I should be working on. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to assign a user. I'll just type in my name. Go ahead and add to project. And you'll see here on my phone, I got that notification and I got that notification here. Great, makes my life easier to open CompanyCam and go straight there. Second thing with assigned users, if you guys are using a restricted user, so that's one of our permission levels, restricted users can't see anything in CompanyCam like project-wise unless they are assigned to the project. So that's really the big hitter with the assigned users is for our restricted users here. So if you're unaware of how to really adjust that or to even see what it would look like, you can drop down to your user icon. And Andrew here, I'll show you, he's an admin. If I flipped him to restricted, he wouldn't see any projects. He'd be able to create a project, but unless I assigned him to one, he wouldn't see anything. So this is great, especially if you're trying to keep teams separate on what jobs you're working on. Flip them to restricted, assign them to that project. And once they are done with that, you can unassign them and it will go away. So again, just a reminder, it's been out for a little bit, but we did make some updates and changes to make it just a little bit smoother process for you. Okay, collaboration, and then also collaboration with checklists. So we've had collaborators for a long time. We did change it just a little bit to make the process easier for you. That's still going to live here in the right-hand corner for collaboration, along here on the mobile side where it says add collaborators. I'm going to go ahead and click there. You'll see we have 2 people collaborating already on this project. You're still going to hit invite a company to collaborate. Before we had toggles as far as like what they can see and can't see. We just went ahead and made that available for them. So you don't have to click more times. It's a little bit more seamless for you. You're going to copy this link. You can email it out or text it. They'll still accept it, have 7 days to accept that. And then they will be able to add photos, view photos, and comment in this project. The collaborator will be able to do that. In addition, as of recent, is that a collaborator can now view checklists in your project if this collaborator is a pro user. So that means they are paying for their own account. So we've had a lot of requests for this. So the subcontractors know exactly what to do when they get on this project. So I'm going to flip screens here. I am now acting as a collaborator on this roof damage project. And you'll see I am on the checklist tab and I am able to view different checklists here within this project along with those photos. So again, very limited ability, but since I am a collaborator paying for my own account, I can go to this checklist, click into it, and of course, work through that. I'm going to flip back to that other screen here. If you are collaborating with somebody and go to your checklist, you will see that it says CompanyCam. So that was the account I was just on. And my colleague, Ryan, they are collaborating on this project. They can view checklists. So we want to make sure you know that here. And of course, we give you the option to create another one so they can start working through it. Any questions about our collaborators?
We did have one good, just clarifying question. Could you explain the difference between a collaborator and a user?
Absolutely. Okay, so the difference between a collaborator and a user, the users on your account, these are paid users, they're going to have access to everything. Of course, you do have your different levels of permission with admin, manager, standard, and restricted, but they're going to be able to view all projects, see your documents if their permission allows them, work through checklists, have in commenting mentions, things like that. It's a long list. Where a collaborator, when we built this, we were thinking it'd be for subcontractors, and it's very limited ability, but still great in that they can add photos, view photos, and comment on photos as a collaborator. So this collaborator has their own separate CompanyCam. They probably work at a different company and you would invite them to collaborate on this specific project. So you as the owner can invite them. And then of course, if you are finished with their work or they are done, you can end the collaboration and then they won't see anything else, within that project moving forward. And it is just that one project you invite them to. So free for you to use collaborators. They would just need to set up their own account. Okay, deep links. So in CompanyCam, you have always been able to share, like this project URL and click on it and it would open up in a web browser. So specifically for the mobile side, that was kind of a pain. You wanted it to open up within the app. So that is new and it is available. So if you are using a CRM, admins, this is great for you, or dispatchers, especially even Google Calendar is an example. I was working with a customer and they shared it and it was great. You can click on the link and it's going to open up in the app for you. So I'll show you an example here. I am going to go into, I'm just into my calendar app. This is where I manage a lot of what I'm doing in my life. And so I have the CompanyCam project URL right here within the description. So again, this can be anywhere. I'm going to just go ahead and click that link, and it's going to open up in the CompanyCam app. So for those who are maybe using this before, you are probably noticing a big difference with it opening up. If this is new, maybe something you can add if you, again, are using a CRM or any sort of scheduling system, just to make it a little bit quicker for you guys. You don't have to go search for that project. Just go ahead, drop that link somewhere and click it, and you'll be right there. So that's really what I have for new features that are out with CompanyCam. We're going to be doing this again here soon because we're releasing a lot of new features. So keep your questions coming. I'm going to go over a few things that are coming to CompanyCam this summer, and we can finish with questions here in just a little bit. So with our tags, we added the and filter for our tagging feature within CompanyCam. So what that means, before it was just or. So it was this tag or this tag, and now it's going to be this photo needs to have this and this. So what I mean here, in this project here, you'll see I have my different tags. This is going to be my view button and filter tags by or and. So if I switch it to and I click before and damaged, it will pull those photos that have both of those tags. Whereas if I go back to or, which you guys are used to, that is normal CompanyCam of always having the or. If I have before and damaged, it's pulling the photos that have both of those tags, randomly and not necessarily together. So that actually is, it just became live and you guys have access to that. So that's more of what is new to CompanyCam, which is really great. If you have more questions about that, I'd be happy to answer them or even pass you to our product team since it is so new, but hopefully just makes your life easier as far as finding what you need and the correct photos. Updates to our notifications. This is coming here soon. Just how they look, how often you get notified. Specifically for collaborators. As you guys know, when you start a collaboration, you get notified. When you end a collaboration, you get notified. So we just want to give you guys the power to choose how you are notified, and that will be coming here this summer. Mentioning groups. So this is live on web. I'll show you here. If you guys are not using Project Conversation, I highly recommend you get started. It's a great way to keep everything, again, in CompanyCam in one spot. So if you hit this @ button here, just like social media, to mention someone, you'll see we now have groups available. So our groups allow you to put different users into a group to keep it more organized. And so now you can notify them and say, like, please check back tomorrow, whatever your message might be, and hit post. So previously it was just you had to type it out individually and you couldn't do a group. Now you have that ability. And if you need to create your first group, that's going to be over here on the left-hand side for groups. You'll see we've got 3 here. Just go ahead and hit new group, give it a name, and then select the users you would like to be in the group. So our camera is getting some updates. It's just going to look cleaner, nicer for you. Our product team showed us what that looks like coming here soon, which is going to be great. Just make it easy for you to capture photos in the field. And then last but not least, we already mentioned it, mobile signatures are coming here. They said about mid to late summer. So I'm not able to demo what that looks like, but it will probably work pretty similar to how you upload a document, send it for signature, maybe even be able to sign right there. We'll see what that looks like, but will be an exciting time. And of course, we'll let you guys know. Any additional questions? Working through them. Okay, great. We're going to wait here just a few minutes as we answer your questions. And it looks like we do have, just a couple more minutes here. Actually, I do have one more slide. We have more classes coming. So CompanyCam.com/classes. You can check this out for recordings that we've done in the past. If you'd like to sign up for more classes in the future, we actually recently changed how we're doing things. We're not doing them as often, but we are having still lots of classes for you. So looks like we've got one here Thursday, and we've got a webinar Wednesday, June 28th. Another feature class on July 12th. So again, companycam.com/classes, or reach out to your CSM and then get you help and get you signed up. Great question. Yeah, so there's a question about what mobile signatures is going to look like. And I honestly don't want to speak to it fully because I haven't seen the final product, but I've seen prototypes for both, of being able to like sign on the dotted line, and then of course maybe sending a document through email. So I know they're considering both. It might be both, but if you guys do have a preference on something, your CSM, you can always give feedback there as we're collecting that, as we're building it. So I can't answer that fully because I don't know for sure, but it will be a great way to use through the mobile app. Okay, I think we've got the questions handled in the chat here. So thank you for joining us. We're going to end video here. The recording will be coming to you. Appreciate you guys coming, and we'll see you next time.